Hi, this is Addie D. Hilster at Spiral Path Yoga Center, and we're about to do a little mini practice around aligning from the inside out in a yoga pose. So what I mean by that is getting out of our head a little bit, because sometimes when we approach alignment in a technical way or with a lot of details, we do that with really good intentions, and it's part of the process of learning the forms of the poses. We do that overly or over a long period of time, we can get kind of cerebral about the practice and lose some of the richness of the felt sense of the body really taking up space in that pose. So just to illustrate what the difference might be like, or what the possibilities might be like to kind of toggle between these two different ways of experiencing the pose, I'm going to give you some instructions for Warrior 2 and side angle on one side, giving you a lot of technical detail, and on the other side, giving you some more kind of inward-based cues that are more intuitive and allow you to just sort of find your natural alignment without thinking so much about it. Okay, so let's step the feet wide, coming into a wide stance. And just take a breath. First side, we're going to do more proprioceptive kind of cues, more exteroceptive, kind of sensing the outer environment, and technique. Okay, so take your right foot and turn it in. You can look down at the foot and see that you did that. And then take your left leg and turn it all the way out so your toes are towards the top of the mat. Okay, and then we're going to take this front knee now, it's on the left side, and bend the knee so that it tracks over the center of the foot. You can still see your big toe. And we're finding that really stable support of the vertical shin right now. And we're starting to pull the two legs a little bit together, finding some engagement there. And then feeling the body turn so the hips are towards the side of the mat, and adjusting the spine so it's really tall. We'll take the arms out parallel to the ground, and we'll turn to look over those front fingers. And take a breath there, just noticing what this is like. Hopefully a pretty familiar Warrior 2. And then as you exhale, start to shift your ribcage out over the front leg. Let's bring this left arm down to the thigh. Let's roll the ribcage up toward the ceiling and extend the top arm alongside the ear. We'll take a couple of breaths, continuing to adjust and create more length in the spine, of course. Okay, beautiful. Let's inhale, come all the way back up, and straighten the knee, release the arms, and turn both feet forward again. So just taking a break. So that was the first side, and that was my version of a little bit more like technical alignment cues. Hopefully not too much. But we'll see what the other side feels like if we try to cue it in a little bit more of an interoceptive or inner awareness organic fashion. So feel the feet. See if you can feel them touching the ground. And then as you're ready, you can take your left foot and let it turn in, just feeling how that shifts things, your weight or your contact with the floor. And then start to notice this right hip, and see if you can actually feel in the hip socket as you turn that leg out. Or maybe you felt your heel pivot on the ground. So both feet in contact with the floor. You can feel the activation of muscles in the thighs. And then take your attention into this right knee. So you're actually feeling it as best you can. Feeling any muscle engagement around the thigh. And then as you start to bend the knee, notice what kicks in, what muscles start to gear up. Feel how the weight shifts. What else do you notice? Maybe some stretch somewhere. Maybe some organizing of the weight distribution between the feet. And then as you feel the spine and you feel the torso, can you sense the breath And let yourself align around the breath a little bit. So where it needs more space, maybe in the front or back, or the side somewhere. Let the arms come out, so they're floating out from the shoulders. Noticing how that affected the spacious quality of the breath. And then going into side angle, we'll start to shift out over the front leg. Just noticing the shift of weight, sense of muscle engagement. We'll take this arm down to support on the thigh. Maybe reaching that left arm alongside the ear. And then again, find the breath. And notice where the breath wants to go. And how the body could be allowed to adjust around the breath, just to find a little more ease or space. Maybe the breath needs you to support somewhere a little bit more in the pose. Let's inhale, come back up, and release the arms, coming back together with the feet, and resting in mountain. Just noticing how those two sides felt. Hopefully that was interesting to experiment with. Thanks for trying it out with me today. Namaste.